Welcome to the Foodstore Chefs. Today I'm joined by Cloudy Bay winemaker Tim Heath. And today we're going to cook duck breast, black pudding, parsnip puree and potato rosti. And we're going to find the perfect wine match. Here at the Foodstore, we're involved in the Cloudy Bay Pinot and Duck Tasting Trail. It's available throughout July. All the top restaurants around the country match a duck dish with a glass of Cloudy Bay Pinot Noir. And this is my dish from the Foodstore. For this recipe, you're going to need an onion, some butter, an egg, duck fat, some pea shoots, red wine jus, some pre-cooked potatoes, salt, brown sugar, some black pudding, duck breast, a loaf of brioche, some dried mushrooms, peeled and chopped parsnips, a few thyme sprigs, and some milk to cover. So, Tim, what sort of wine are we going to pair with this duck dish?
Yeah, for me, duck's all about Pinot Noir, so I've brought our Pinot along today. The Cloudy Bay Pinot typically exhibits a lot of plum, underpinned with a lot of earthy character, spices.
Can't wait to taste it.
Should be beautiful.
Right, you cooking today?
Sure thing.
A little bit different to making wine, but nice and easy. I'll take you through it.
Perfect.
So we're going to make the potato rosti. Just got some potatoes. All we're going to do now is just grate that.
OK.
Right, so there's a grater for you.
Perfect. Thanks, Mark.
Cool. So whilst you're finishing that, we're going to do a nice, creamy, rich parsnip puree.
Perfect.
So into a pot, a few thyme sprigs, some milk, salt, and we'll just pop this on the stove. Bring it to the boil, turn it down, simmer it until nice and tender. Easy.
All right, lovely.
Give that a good couple of pinches of salt and black pepper. Crack an egg yolk into there, and then we'll give it a good mix around. Take a spoon of mix, get the desired sort of portion. Duck fat's nice and hot now. Pop these in. So start off with a really hot pan, and that'll just seal the side in and get it nice and golden, and we'll turn it down and just really develop that colour. Right, so duck breast. So this has been in the freezer about 15 minutes. A super sharp knife, and then just very closely scoring the fat. Right, there's a little bit of thyme, salt and sugar. I'm going to flip it over, pop it, and I'll smoke it for about 20-30 minutes, depending on how much smoke you want. Black pudding, skin it, crumb it up. Just going to get a nice warm pan on again. Pop the black pudding in. Want the black pudding to sort of break down a little bit more than it is.
Sure.
Right, so here are our parsnips. Just going to strain it through a colander, take these thyme sprigs out, and we're just going to start pureeing that. Right, so the black pudding looks good. Take a couple of the rostis out. Beautiful. Right, so the duck, skin side down, low heat. Right, so it's not just New Zealand involved in the Duck and Pinot Trail.
Yeah, this year we've got chefs in Aspen, Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore and Australia. You can jump onto the Cloudy Bay Facebook page for updates on the Cloudy Bay Pinot Noir and Duck Trail.
Fantastic. Right, so we'll just check our skin. You can see it's sort of caramelised around the edges, so we're just going to flip it over now and just cook it for a few minutes on that side. We're just going to make a little bit of wild mushroom powder. Brioche, wild mushrooms, a little bit of salt and blend. Right, so let's plate this dish up. Start with some of this beautiful parsnip puree. We'll put one of these nice rostis on there. And a little bit of black pudding. All right, and then a duck. And so it's beautiful and pink. Just a little bit of our jus over the top. Pea shoots, fantastic herb to put on there. And then finish it with the mushroom powder.
Superb.
And there you go. So there's the Foodstore's dish for the Cloudy Bay Pinot and Duck Tasting Trail. Roast duck breast with parsnip puree, potato rosti and black pudding. I think that's great.
Beautiful. The plum, the spice, the earth, they're mirrored beautifully in the dish.
Got the flavours, it brings out the sweetness in the wine. I think, well done. Good job on the wine.
Great job on the food.